Do we have to take a break?
Yeah, the tapes were released.
Yeah, they're playing them all over CNN.
From 1972. Everyone remembers the Nixon tapes from Watergate, that 8-minute gap and all the controversy of that. And it came out that Nixon had taped like every minute of him in the White House. He had secret microphones. This guy was one of the most paranoid, scared of communism, anti-Semite. He was a racist, a very bigoted man. And he was, quite frankly, the most insane president we ever had.
And Ben Stein wrote for him.
Ben Stein, his father and himself, Ben Stein's father and Ben Stein, were speechwriters for Dick Nixon. And Dick Nixon was one of the biggest anti-Semites ever. Yet Ben Stein got pissed at us because he thought I made a Jewish slur once. A little bit of hypocrisy there. I bet if we cut Ben a check, he wouldn't have gotten as upset. But for some reason, he could hang around while Tricky Dick was like,
Ben, I need a speech. I need a speech about how the peace talks are going in Nam. Write something clever. I know you Jews can be clever and crafty. Write something that covers up the truth. You Jews are good liars.
So a bunch of tapes came out, and it's everything from him defending women being groped to faking of napalm photos to the kicker, man. I love this one. Nixon was fixing to nuke Vietnam.
Big. Groovy. Let me smoke a joint, then we'll drop the big one.
And what did Kissinger say? I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe we...
Shut up, you Jaime. I'm the president. President anti-Semite.
72.
Smoke up, Hank. Smoke up and forget about everything. When Oh, that was harsh. When I smoke up, Henry, until you talk, I almost forget you're a dirty heap.
72. Kissinger and everyone else laid out his options for stepping up the war in Vietnam. Kissinger had these proposals like attacking power plants and docks and whatnot. Here's Nixon says, he goes,
I'd rather use the nuclear bomb.
Did this guy understand if we had dropped a bomb on Vietnam, China and the Soviet Union would have reamed us a new ass? And then right when he said, I'd rather use the nuclear bomb, Henry Kissinger goes, that I think would just be too much.
Jesus, of course.
And then Nixon goes,
the nuclear bomb, does that bother you? I just want you to think big. Think big like your Jew knows.
And then he didn't drop the bomb, obviously, but he ordered the biggest escalation of the war since 68. He later added that
I want to decimate that goddamn place. North Vietnam is going to get reordered. It's about time. It's what should have been done a long time ago.
Boy, in hindsight, the guy was absolutely right. They should have nuked him.
Ben, get your Jew dad, Ben, and write me a speech. Write me something that'll get me out of trouble for nuking the little yellow slopes. Take this down, Ben. Dear Gooks, I apologize for the crater that was previously your nation. We will do everything to fill it with Coca-Cola factories and McDonald's. Signed, etc., blah, blah. Fill in the blanks, Jaime.
Nuke it. And then at one point, Nixon gets pissed at Kissinger because Kissinger's too concerned about civilian casualties.
He goes, I don't give a damn. I just don't care. They're not even human. You ever see them with their slanty little eyes? Sloped head.
The guy was certifiably insane, and he was running the goddamn country. Then there's this little transfer that they got on tape, 72 again. There was some problem with Nixon's ambassador to France getting roaring drunk and groping flight attendants on a trip home from Paris. Now, nowadays, this guy would have been gone in a second. It would have been a huge scandal story. But
people get drunk.
And he's feeling up the flight attendant.
People chase girls. At the point it's a hell of a lot better for them to get drunk than to take drugs. And it's better to chase girls than boys.
That's what he said.
I don't like the homos. At least he's not grabbing my So you get a little boozed up and grab a or two. Benona, reach over and grab a flight attendant's every so often.
Oh, my God.
It keeps them on their toes. Get me a drink or I'll put my thumb in your hole. I'm the president.
Hey, Nixon, you're stealing Brokaw's bit.
Brokaw, another liberal communist. I'll bury a digit in your...
Bobby Big Rigger.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Tricky Dick there. How do you go about nuking the women and children?
Easy. You just don't lead them as much.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thanks, guys.
If they run, they're VC. If they stand still, they're well-disciplined VC. Nuke the whole country.
That's his stand on the groping. Then this is great. Who can forget the picture of the young, naked Vietnamese girl running down the street after her village, Trang Bang.
I believe her name was Kim PHUC.
Kim PHUC. Kim PHUC. UC is her name. Kim PHUC. She's a gook. Her name is PHUC. PHUC the gook. PHUC 'em all, I say. She's running out of Trang Bang village. Turns out, oops. We dropped a napalm and it hit a village. Now people don't seem as concerned when we have that. It's called collateral damage, right? It happens. We were napalming a village, and one went awry and napalmed a little innocent village. It's not very funny. Well, everyone was horrified. It was pretty much one of the turning points of the war. Here's Nixon. I wonder if that picture was fixed.
He thinks, oh my God. He thinks it was a doctored propaganda photo.
Come on. It looks like a glamour shot at the mall.
He talked to his chief of staff, H.R. Haldeman, about that. And Haldeman said could have been.
I want to consult HR on this.
H.R. Haldeman, sir?
No, HR Puffin Stuff. HR Puffin Stuff. He's your friend when things get rough. HR Puffin Stuff. You can't do a little and you can't do enough. Get me HR Puffin Stuff on the phone. And write me a speech on how I'm appointing HR Puffin Stuff as chief of staff. No, it's H.R. Haldeman, sir. I want Puffin Stuff. I want the Navy put in charge of Sigmund the Sea Monster. Get me Jimmy's magic flute. We'll nuke them all. Oh, the witch, yes. We can fly her over North Vietnam. Bomb them into the stone.
All right, I'm having an acid flashback of this music. I love this song.
What if we strap a nuke to Witchy Poo and fly her right into North Vietnam? Hanoi will pay.
Oh, God.
I love that song.
So just hours of fun, tricky, dicky tapes.
Write me a speech. Hey, Jaime. She was a hot, naked little PHUC. Look at that little PHUC run. Hey, HR, look. She's running like her ass is on fire. Oh, it is. I think it's fixed. I think it's that Lucasfilm Industrial Lights and Magic. What? 4 more years? Faked that little PHUC. That's a pretty big hit for a Jew, Henry. Don't bogart the bomb. Leave it to a Jaime like you to take all my pot. I got this herb. It's great. I got it from Elvis. He's a drug addict. And I put him in charge of the DEA. Bring in that faggot Haldeman. I keep it in my snatch pen. It's a great idea. It's going to take off someday. Trust me. Take some E. Look, I got a glow stick in my mouth, Henry. Dance with me. Dance with me.
You're crazy.
And you're a kike. I am an anti-Semite. You won't have Dick Nixon to kick around anymore. I'm raving, Henry. I'm raving. Bring some of your Jew bitches. I hear they suck a mean one. Till you marry them. Ho ho. Waddle doodle.
Oh, wow. Bravo.
There you go. I can't wait to hear all the time. We would play them, honestly, but they are of such bad quality. They're playing them on some of the news things.
CNN.
You can't even hear them.
Can't understand
There's subtitles so you could read it. I mean, the tape is from 72.
It may
was
be
kept
just
in his drawer.
I slept with it under my pillow because the crafty Jews might have stolen it.
I think the translator's just making up things.
They could.
I think he's saying nuke Vietnam here.
Half of it says inaudible.
Right. Inaudible.